Oh man, just trying to find that relaxing thing. You ever have like what is that? Looks like a silencer for a pistol. Life is like a box uh of life. Sometimes I feel up and down, I guess. Need to realize my goals and stuff. But I'm putting them off because I'm a procrastinator or just kind of in my own world. There he goes. Let me get him. Thanks, Bo, for licking my toes. Where's he at? There he is. That's not him. It's top of a tree. Shit. Damn it. Should have went back and healed. Alright, time to start my energy drink regimen. I'll get rid of carbonation just because it's been known to cause nothing. It doesn't cause anything. Because it's amazing, alright? Because that's why. Carbonation, alright? Car, as in physically a car. Bin, as in a thing where you hold something in. Nation, a whole nation of people backed it, and it's delicious. Oh my gosh. Carbonation. Barbecue later. I bought this one. That's why I get to use it. And then this is happening. Because that's why I do this late at night. Because I do things that are bad for my health. Or bad, I don't know. They don't have to be. I mean, who knows? Who knows if they're... Who knows? Who really knows, right? I just hope my room doesn't cave in because of the amount of weight that is on this floor. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would never put it in there, it'd overheat. Alexa, play No Copyright Sounds.
No Copyright Sounds is available with Amazon Music Unlimited, which lets you play over 50 million songs on this Echo Dot. It's free for 30 days and then you'll be automatically charged $3.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Terms in the Alexa app. Should I start your free trial and play music by No Copyright Sounds?
Copyright-free sounds music.
Okay. You can sign up anytime by saying, sign up for Amazon Music Unlimited.
I'm good. Thanks, Alexa. No, you know what? I gotta go to that place. Yeah. You know what's like the coolest thing to me? Is like, the coolest thing to me is ice. Lots and lots of ice. That's what you should use if you work out and you don't stretch. You should use ice and heat. All right. Who the fuck was that? Piece of shit. Let me reach in this ashtray and get that cigarette back out. Oh, he had a scope on it. That's the reason why he got me. Bo, are you okay? Bo, come here. Come here, Bo. Bo, hop up. Bo, are you okay? You want a snack? You want some treats? Bo, come here. Come here, Bo. Come here, Bo. Come on, let's get some treats. How's your knee doing, Bo? You okay? Come here. You have scabs anywhere? No. Just all tuckered out, aren't you? Keep running around in junk. You wanna go see your mama? Come on. Go see your mama. Go lay in that comfortable bed. I know. Go lay down, okay? Go lay down in your mama's room, okay? All right. Trying to see. What's up, Joe? Ooh. Come on, Bo.
Hey.
He tries to fight people in the dark, so I turned on the light. Oh, man. I guess it's the self-conscious thought, though. sometimes I guess I just try to look into the future and see like a potential self. Try to look into the possibility of a future and see into what I want or how I want to get it. It is very taxing on the psyche to be able to have so much hope and to be dashed regularly. But it's okay. I'm gonna try to keep a positive mind and look forward into my future and actually prepare in the present to be able to all two telescopes. I wanted a long time to be able to communicate what I wanted to communicate when I wanted to communicate it. So I just imagine them being there. And I say what I need to say, and they're not there to hear it, but at least I get to say what I need to say. And I guess that morphed into my oh my gosh, man. It's so hard to get an A, to get a headshot. Oh my goodness. Especially when there's not that any, it's really why it's easy to freaking be moderate in Overwatch. Because there's a sticky thing. It's assisted shooting, basically. Oh man. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's draining to have social experiences to me sometimes. And I guess I shouldn't put so much into it. But And I shouldn't. Should be a little bit more careless or careful, I guess, or emotionless, you know. But I don't care. I want to have emotions, because if I lose something, then if I lose someone, then to honor them and their memory, I will mourn, but I'll also tell a few jokes and I'm just drained. That's what I am. So when you get drained, of all your, like, funny conscience, like, run self, all your, like, little freaking ideas and all that stuff fades out. What you really want, not what you really want, what you're left with usually is a part of your personality that is not fully complete, so it's kind of hard to concentrate and think at the same time. But, oh man, the days go by. It's the bigger love family. God damn it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I get revved up sometimes. I do. I get revved up and I say things that are really dumb. I don't know. Just the thought of it is really stupid to me, I guess, when I think about it. But I love those memes. I really do. They're really funny to me. most part. And then they start to fade off because they're only there for like a second or something like that. And I don't know. There are a lot of times in people's lives that I think like meme culture can actually stop you from doing a lot of things, and it can actually hinder your progress in a certain direction, or in some cases it can actually inspire. It's a give or take. It matters what you put your stuff into. I think the more you look into it, the life of a meme and a whole bunch of different other social media constructs. You're forced to look at like the way that other people think versus the way that you think, and I think that a lot of times people can make some pretty stupid, insensitive jokes, and then say like some really, but like it's in meme form. People think it's okay, or people think it's not insensitive because they said something that they thought was on their mind, or they thought was profound, or something like that. And no matter what way you say it, you start to realize that like that the people are fucking crazy. Sometimes it's like all the lyrics for every single 80s band. It was probably all written by the same 5 people. It sounds like it. It sounds exactly like every single other time. Like, I think that was like the thing when Bush Sr. came into office. I think that was the beginning of, hey, it's getting not that bad. That's great. That was the whole idea, I think. When it came down to it, there wasn't that much of a divide because people were getting into certain political parties, and they were actually spreading the news that stuff was like a certain way because they weren't like I don't know how to say this, but like there's this counterculture that people don't realize is there's the people who were fucking crazy and in office, and there's the people who were like, oh yeah, you're the number one guy, you're the best kind of people in office. There's that kind of dude who's like he's there when you actually need him, but in real situations, like positive situations, people don't know how to react. And there's this thing that you want to get across to someone, is that they're this thing you want to get across to people is just like, it's not always the dude who's going to be in office that people say is like, oh, he's the big boss. He's the boss that does big things, and always does big things, and he'll never be a small man, right? Bulldog stance. Oh man. There's an unspoken martial arts in America. I think that there's a huge situation where people don't think they know how to do certain moves, and then they realize that, like, wow, I can really do that. That's amazing. I thought about that for like 2.5 months. Just like they don't give themselves enough. People don't give themselves enough credit. And like, okay, it seems to me that like most of the international memes and stuff like that, they don't get across the borders here is because that's where I thought like the FCC literally had nothing to do with it. Like it had everything to do with our satellite communications. It had everything to do with the way that things were set up and people were trying to make stuff. And like, I don't know, man, just the ways that I mean, you can't like, oh man, you can't piggyback on someone's shit and then expect to always get that free ride. You can't. Like, it's stupid. It causes wars. That causes wars. All right? It causes wars because it makes somebody civil unrest, and people are like, oh, well, you should have been had this thing available for the people because it's us, and we're the people. And then it's just like, well, wait a second, hold on. You're your own person, aren't you? People are their own people, aren't they? They're not all together, individually a society. No, they're not. Together, they are society. But individually, they are not a society. They are a person. They are one person. And then it was like, oh, one person can have the biggest impact. So yeah, if they have like billions of dollars, like if they create like truth and realize that like that a lot of places that are shut off to stuff like this or shut off to the idea of technology, they're still in the dark ages. They're still in the people caused crime in the town square. That means that kind of person is a person I don't want to talk to because I'm James Dean and I drive cars into stuff and get decapitated. See, even that right there, even me making that assumption that someone is a certain way just because of the life experiences that they have, or someone is a certain demeanor just because of the media that portrays them to be completely and utterly inept or emotionally inept. When in actuality, sometimes people can be pretty desperate in those types of situations. Desperate for communication, desperate for reactions, desperate for attention, and everyone's desperate for attention. I don't think that anyone wants no attention, and that would suck. But except I'm getting no attention, but I really don't give a shit. No, I give a shit, but it's not my number one on the list. Number one is getting this stuff out, you know? And I'm realizing that you have to get this stuff out. You have to really take into consideration that sometimes people really hear you, but they're not wanting to be a part of it because they believe that it's something that it gets attacked. Or I'm just really out the box. And I am. I know that, but and my dad, that's my dad saying out the box. Or he had a combat shotgun. I was gonna be able to do that. Oh. Tis the luck of the draw. Oh yeah, snacks. Forgot about these for a second. Oh. For anyone who wants to know, I just bought a big bag of Haribo gummy bears. It was really great. And I bought some regular food too. And I bought an energy drink. Haribo gummy bears are good. in order to keep an economy going, all right, businesses have to operate. But in order to keep an economy from falling and collapsing on itself,